This Mass is recorded in ZombieNazgul Parish. This Sunday, your hosts for this evening are Cardinal Zach and Bishop Kevin.
Hello, Cardinal Zach.
Sup, Bish?
Hello to you too!
Oh my god.
Okay, so we're gonna start talking about Star Wars Battlefront, aren't we?
We are.
Okay. So tell me, what is your first impressions about Star Wars Battlefront? What do you think the first time you started it up?
When I first saw it, it felt kind of empty. I sat there and I was like, there were a few modes. It looks beautiful. It absolutely looks gorgeous. But I sat there and I was like, okay, this is my first time playing. There were a lot of rumors that it might have this, might have that, might not have this, might not have that. So I went in and I didn't see any. Obviously, I only saw original trilogy, and then very little did I see of like ships going around. The fighter squadron modes really one thing. You just hold.
I don't like fighter squadron.
Yeah, no, hold the trigger and spin is the kind of thing you're doing.
Yeah, because I thought it was going to be pretty epic. Like I've always liked like fighter games. I've always liked Ace Combat and like Battlefield, like flying around jets. It's always fun. But in Battlefront, half the time it's just me like chasing a guy in circles. And it's not even fun. It's like not even worth it. It's such a joke.
And the big thing too is you have to consider the fact that this game came from another two, and both had even the original for how long ago that was, like what 2000.
Oh, they did it much better than
they
or
did something.
Now,
and it was like even that had 10 times more than this one does. I mean,
yeah. It's just well, talking about Fighter Squadron in particular, it's just like it seems the fighters are too agile. Because like the fact that you can turn
you're spinning
quick,
for like forever. Yeah.
Yes, like pretty much it's just this. Like I'm just going in circles, and circles, and circles, and whoever makes the first mistake dies. Like that's I don't want that. Like I don't want that at all.
I mean, and like you sit there and like here's another one. Like the maps. The maps where you can fly fighters at the same time as having the ground battles. Like, I've managed, luckily, to get a few drops here and there. But, like, the fact that it's drops instead of, like, spawned points.
I wish.
Because this is the thing. This is a game made from the same people who make all the Battlefields. And then they're supposed to be replicating a new Star Wars Battlefront. And
yeah, people didn't want it to be like a Battlefield. With
people didn't want it to be Battlefield, but people also didn't want it. Like people didn't want it to be Battlefield, but it'd better to have some aspects of Battlefield that would make the Star Wars gameplay a little bit better. Like if it was if they literally took Battlefront, like if they took Battlefield 4 and just completely reskinned it to Star Wars, it would probably already be. I would have
liked it. I would have liked it, because it would have been pretty damn good.
Helicopter spawns being X-Wings and TIE fighters instead. Like,
but no, you pick a little pickup coin.
ATSTs being the tank spawns.
Like, cards. I don't like that card system. It makes you feel like an arcade game.
Yeah, I mean... And it
feels like an arcade game.
And then that also puts on the probability of you getting a fighter, you know? And then you get a fighter, and
like not even like the ones you pick up. Like and then the cards you have on your person. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, and then
essentially you have infinite grenades.
And then if you're insta-killed in a fighter, or you last the entire game and get 50 kills.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous. And most of the time for me, it's insta-kill on a fighter. I just get in 12 seconds in, I'm already destroyed.
And you know the thing is, too, was made with a fighter that I've realized is it's a lot of fun shooting at the ground, but they don't do well at making... Like, the map is big enough where it's too big for a fighter to be relevant. So if you put, because usually you only get, what, 2 fighters in the sky at any point. So it's like 1v1 the whole time. So when somebody dies, you're sitting there shooting at the ground. You can't even see the stormtroopers or the rebels walking around because they're too small.
Yeah, they are way too small.
So fighters,
I just wait till my reticle turns yellow.
So fighters are basically irrelevant in all this. I have to admit, I like there's no map interaction, but I do like the surrounding map interaction. Like when if the rebels start losing, then one of their big ships crashes, or if the Empire starts losing, a Star Destroyer hits the ground. I wish there was more of that and more in depth. Like I wish one of those.
Why didn't they do it like Battlefield?
Yeah, exactly. Like one
Battlefield has evolution. Why did they do it like that?
How hard would it be just like have one Star Destroyer in the middle of the map, have fighters be able to go up and screw around with it, and then it crashes.
Yeah, and then shoot it, and then it like comes down and like changes the map. And
exactly. Like they did
it in Battlefield.
Like it just destroys the map, and you're like, "Whoa, this is awesome!" Like they tried doing that with the Battle of Jakku, but But that was like already
didn't really do anything.
That was like pre-destroyed.
It is in the background. It didn't change anything. It was
No,
just
yeah,
in the
exactly.
background of the match. Like, I don't understand. Like, it looks cool, but that's about it.
Like, they tried.
To me, it feels like they focused. Yeah, they focused a lot on aesthetic. That's all they did.
Well, because I mean, this is the thing. You have to think. It's not a Battlefront game at all, and it's not even a Battlefield game.
Not.
It's like a mutated baby failure of both, and you're just like, oh no. Oh, this.
When you say failure, I know what you mean, but I still find it fun.
It's a fun game.
Yeah,
They
it is
really
fun.
the tweaking needs to be done quickly,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I hope it's good too, because if I'm paying a full out $110 for the whole goddamn game, yeah, EA will not be releasing microtransactions for this game. Well, I sure as fuck hope not. I'm paying more than I would for any other AAA.
Okay, let's talk about that now. $50 season pass.
Yeah, $50 season pass on top of the $60 game it already is.
You're kidding me! That's a freaking joke.
$110 for you.
You're essentially buying 2 games.
You're buying two, dude. For that, I could buy Fallout 4 and like a relatively new game that's been dropped down to $40.
Rainbow Six Siege.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
That's not 40.
Well, that's like 45.
Yeah, but around there, you could buy. Is it?
It's like on sale, if anything.
Well, yeah, on sale.
Like,
still, 110. So let's say $60 each. Let's say you can buy Fallout 4 and Rainbow Six Siege, $60 each, so 120. So, for the price of the Battlefront Deluxe Edition,
the Battlefront game by itself,
you could buy Fallout 4 and Rainbow Six Siege.
Well, you can try. You might be $10 short.
Yeah, but still around there.
But like the fact that one game, and it's like honestly, if that was the case, they should sell it as flat out DLC. Like all 4 packs should be sold for like $10. You know what I mean?
Well, $10 like season pass.
No,
At least like 25
okay.
$25.
You know how it's like. You know how it's like 4 expansion packs. They should sell each separately as DLC, and then sell them.
Oh, they are. They are going to do that.
Well, yeah, but I mean, there's right now it's only available through the season pass, and then eventually they're going to. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure right now it's only available.
I thought you could buy them separately. I thought that was always like that.
I don't know if you can, but if you can, they should be really cheap. Like, I'm sorry I mean, the fact
the average price for season pass.
I mean, we can just look at it. I'm pretty sure I can just look at it here.
Oh, wow. I gotta search up average price for season pass. And then I see why season passes are ruining gaming. Anybody else sick of season pass bullshit? Well, like, season passes are killing us all.
The people who big time started that was Uplay.
Mm-hmm.
Uplay had Uplay had that for everything.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
I also would love to argue the Ultimate Edition, where the only difference between you paying an extra $20 is unlocking all the things you have if you just play the game.
Yeah.
Ion Grenade, Ion Torpedo, and the DL-44.
Let's look at that one.
Can we just can we express? You know how I hate the DL-44 blaster because it's unbelievable. Yeah,
it's overpowered.
It's literally said. It's literally said DL-44 blaster as made famous by Han Solo. So if you buy the Ultimate Edition pack for $119, which I guarantee you some people have bought, you're paying for a gun that's already OP. Oh,
yes.
Here's another argument.
I noticed something else I'm going to bring
Here's another argument. Just looking at screenshots of the game in the store, right? First picture I see is a picture of A-Wings going towards TIE fighters with, like, a Star Destroyer literally interacting. I don't see that in game.
Yes. Neither do I.
Like, the aesthetic's beautiful, I get it, but it's just, it's so... You know, here's another one. Walker Assault. You know how much I would love if Walker Assault had you controlling the walkers like they had in Battlefront 2?
Well, like, you can control them, you just can't move them, like their feet.
Yeah, exactly. Like
it's on rails. Yeah.
I feel like it should be like off rails, and you should just be able to choose like which direction you'd like to go.
The thing is, I understand why they put it on rails, because if they put it off rails, it wouldn't proceed forward. You know what I'm saying? In the match.
Well, I feel
have a bunch of idiots that are like, I want to go backwards.
Me.
So yeah, that's why I understand that. But look what I just found over here. I went to the store for the game, trying to look at the DLC. And there's the normal game, $60, normal game. Yeah. And then there's the deluxe edition, which is $10 more.
Yeah, exactly.
And you get like the ion grenade and the ion torpedo, stuff like that.
Then the ion shock.
If you buy, if you buy the normal game, and then it's $60. If you buy the deluxe edition, it's $70, and you get all that stuff. If right now I bought the normal game, they're offering me the deluxe edition content Not for $10 extra, but for $15 extra.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I didn't buy the deluxe edition first and bought the normal game first. If I want to upgrade, it's $15 more,
and here's
not
another,
10.
And here's another thing too, because I have standard edition. So
yes, same here.
When I got standard edition, if you get ultimate edition is $119.98. So
it's a joke.
Not only would so you pay $60 for the original, and then you pay $50 for the thing, for the upgrade to ultimate. So
yes,
$110, right? I love how they're selling the ultimate edition altogether as $119.98. So you're paying $10 extra to get the whole shebang in one shot.
Well, you're essentially buying every edition.
Yeah, exactly.
You bought a copy of the standard edition.
It shouldn't be 120. It should be 110 because you're already ripping.
Don't you think that buying it in a bundle would save you money?
They're already ripping people off as it is. You don't need to. Dragon Age Inquisition is just $60, and if you want DLC and stuff, you get the DLC for okay. Here we go. For instance, standard edition is $40. Deluxe edition, $50. Game of the Year edition, $60. Boom, done. Okay. There's 18 DLCs.
And again, it's been out for a little while.
Ready for this? If you get the Game of the Year edition for $60, right? Yes. You get the Flames of the Inquisition Arsenal armor and a mount. You get the multiplayer deluxe edition chests. You get a whole throne, soundtrack, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 DLCs, and 2 different expansion packs. For an extra $20 compared.
That's not bad.
And it's an older game, but I can tell you for one of my favorite games, I bought a few of these separate, and they were $5 here, $10 here.
I don't know.
And here I am with but it's a ripoff.
It is a ripoff.
It's sad that I have to pay an extra $50 if I want to see how much they can change the game.
Yeah, it's very sad. Very sad. But they are going to give us some free stuff, though. Don't worry about that.
Oh, they are. It's just I don't like the fact that I have to wait for it, and
yeah, because they have to put out free stuff. Because if they don't, this game's going to die.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that I have to wait for a game to get good when I already spent $60 on the first go.
Get good, scrub.
Yeah, scrub.
Yeah, it's very sad, and the numbers on PC especially are just horrible. They're horrible. The numbers are horrible.
They are pretty bad.
It's literally, if they don't put out some free stuff, the game is going to die.
Exactly.
And it's very sad. Okay, I think we should end it right here, though. We can continue this talk to the next one.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, okay. Make sure you all
see you, bish.
Comment. Bye.
Bye. This mass is now concluded. Stay tuned for next week's vlog. Amen.